I'm the 13th Wolfman, and this is part 4 of the Evolution of Evil. This is the 1970s. So in the 1960s, we had the Gothic look. We had Amicus, we had Hammer, we had Roger Corman with his AIP pictures and whatever, and we also had a lot of more modern stuff. But the modern stuff was, it was good, but it really didn't set us on our ear until the 1970s, when, again, horror takes another turn. Everything was becoming more and more realistic. You know, you look back at, like, the Vincent Price type stuff, and you think, okay, it looks a little cartoony. I'm a big Vincent Price fan. I'm not slamming Vincent Price. Don't even think that. I love Vincent Price, but, you know, I'm talking from the movie viewer in the 1970s point of view, looking back on it, thinking, well, it kind of looks a little cartoony. You know, and it might have. You know, I still enjoy them, but so let's give horror a shot of realism right in the arm. So everything is up. We've opened the gate. The flood has expelled out into the audience. Whatever you can dream up for horror, you can make. You know, giant sharks, crazy people killing someone's daughter, going to a concert. You know, some nut job down in Texas with the chainsaw. Girl with telekinetic powers. You know, everything. Evil now doesn't have a face. Evil is everywhere, and it is embodied in everything. From Last House on the Left, which to me isn't really that good of a film, but, you know, Last House on the Left to Texas Chainsaw Massacre to The Exorcist to Jaws to The Shining to Salem's Lot to everything. And now you've got to look over your shoulders, because if this is the way people see the world in the movies, maybe we're becoming closer and closer to what the reality is. You know, are we becoming more of this? Are we becoming more of a society that's related to horror? Or are we just a society that likes to watch horror? Well, with the truth, I say at this time it was probably 60-40. You know? There was probably more people that like to watch horror than the world was being horror at the time. You know, but there were a lot of nut jobs out there that were helping us think the other way around. You know, Berkowitz. I already mentioned Manson in the 1960s. The Hillside Strangler, Richard Ramirez, you know, Ted Bundy. So we were already growing our own kind of nut jobs in the world today. And they were getting away with it for a while. But no one ever got away with it in the horror films. At least not until Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out. Texas Chainsaw Massacre was made by Tobe Hooper, starring Marilyn Burns, Gunnar Hansen, you know, and it's just Edwin O'Neill, Jim Sito, and I can't think of the kid that played the old man, but someone out there is going to tell me, so that's fine. So at the end of that movie, and if you haven't seen this, these are spoilers, but this is just basically the evolution of evil. So, but at the end of that movie, Leatherface does carve up his leg, but he also gets away. I mean, we never see Leatherface die, so what happens next is anyone's guess. Same thing with Carrie. At the end of Carrie, we swear Carrie White is dead. But no, there's that scene where they're standing over her grave, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom! Yeah, that's right. The little hand just comes up and grabs her from the depths of hell, or grabs the girl that's standing over her grave from the depths of hell. That scene inspired a lot of other scenes, but the reality is that it was just getting a little too close to reality. Yeah, I mean, evil didn't have a face anymore. Evil was actually faceless. I mean, yeah, you had Pazuzu, the demon that possessed Linda Blair in The Exorcist, but even though we see that figure on the thing, even so we see that figure on the cooktop, you know, I watch DIY movie shows all the time, and I can't think, the vent. Evil didn't really have a face. Evil was just whatever you can concentrate it up to be. Now, this was kind of freaky when you think about it in the 1970s, considering what was going on and what we were watching. Halloween comes out, and again, the bad guy gets away with it. You watch the ending of the movie, and you see that the shape, the body is gone. This is not a good thing. Because now evil has been set loose. And it just crawls upon us in the 1980s. That is it for now. I am the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.